6ix9ine was going to tell me to tell you he love you. He said he really fucked with you, yo.
Man, Shorty a real nigga. Shorty just seen me and greeted me.
You hear me? Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Hey, most niggas be scared to come up to us. For what?
Mellow, that's what NBA Youngboy right now, right? I don't know if it's his little thing, whatever. Suck on that balcony on that chair for $100.
Jesus Christ.
I told her I got 100 for you, that's all I got.
Yeah, he got a deal. yeah, he got a deal.
Fam, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of hip-hop's most complex and twisted beefs. The ongoing saga between 6ix9ine and NBA Youngboy. This ain't your typical rap beef. Shorty, this is a story that spans years, involves snitching, million-dollar offers, murder cases, and label politics. We're talking about two of the most controversial figures in rap, and how their relationship went from mutual respect to warfare. So buckle up, gang, because this story is wild from start to finish. Let me break it down for you, homie. Back in 2018, both 6ix9ine and NBA Youngboy were on that timing. They were the hottest young rappers in the game. 6ix9ine was blowing up with his rainbow hair and aggressive style, while Youngboy was building his empire from Baton Rouge. These weren't just regular artists, fam. These were two forces of nature that were changing the whole landscape of hip-hop. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Despite what you might think about their current relationship, these two actually had mad respect for each other. Back in the day, we're talking about a time when the streets still respected the streets. You feel me? 6ix9ine himself told this story, and it's one that really shows you how different things were back then. Picture this. It's 2080. The rap game is heating up, and these two young kings are crossing paths. According to 6ix9ine, NBA Youngboy actually walked up to him and showed him love. Not just a head nod or some fake industry handshake. Real respect. 6ix9ine described it like this. Youngboy saw him and greeted him properly, kept it moving like a real one should. And you know what 6ix9ine said about it? He called Youngboy a real underscore and said that most people be scared to come up to them. But Youngboy wasn't on that type of energy. He was one of the coolest people you could meet, according to 6ix9ine, because it shows that before all the drama, before all the politics.
Who's someone that you had a perception in your head that might be negative, that you met, and then they completely proved you wrong?
I think NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
So I thought NBA Youngboy, like, you know, they had a, like, want to be down. Like, how I say, like, I met him at a basketball game, but this is before cooperation.
Okay, what year? Oh, this is like 2018-ish? Like,
yeah, I just walked up to him by myself.
Oh shit.
He said it. I got it right here. You want to see it? So he's like, yo, I walked with 6ix9ine. He mad cool. He came up to me by himself.
And this in New York City?
No, it was in LA.
LA, okay.
I'm gonna see. I saved it, but NBA Youngboy, he's pretty down to earth.
Mm-hmm. I think he's just misunderstood, bro. I think people just misunderstand his music. It's real.
Yeah, people think he's like reckless and violent. I mean,
he's not. He's actually he only fuck with people who.
These two actually recognized each other as real ones in the game. Youngboy wasn't intimidated by 6ix9ine's reputation, and 6ix9ine respected Youngboy's authenticity. It was genuine mutual respect between two artists who were both grinding their way to the top. 6ix9ine was going to tell me to tell you, he love you. He say, he really underscore with you. Man, Shorty, a real underscore short, just seen me and greeted me. You hear me? A most underscore B. Scared to come up toes for what? We some of the coolest underscore you can meet. That underscore see me and greeted me though, and kept it going. Real underscore ya. Made each other, but as we all know, the streets have a way of changing everything. And what happened next would set the stage for years of tension. Now, let's fast forward to 2020, and everything done changed. No cap. 6ix9ine's world came crashing down when he got caught up in that RICO case with the 9 Trey Bloods. Everyone is aware of what transpired next. Homie became the most despised man in hip-hop once he made the decision to work with the federal government. 6ix9ine was essentially blackballed from the industry after his release from prison. No one wanted to collaborate with him. No one desired to be connected to him. Additionally, his career was in jeopardy. He was being treated like he had the plague by the same artists who had previously shown him love. That's the street reality. Family, there's no turning back once you've crossed that line. However, 6ix9ine wasn't prepared to give up. He was wealthy. He had a scheme, and he was adamant about returning. What then did he do? In an attempt to regain his significance, he began contacting musicians with major baggage. And you know who was at the top of his list? NBA Youngboy. He promised Youngboy a cool $1 million to collaborate on a song. According to 6ix9ine gang, $1 million. Play money isn't like that. That bread has the power to transform someone's life, and for a little moment, it appeared as though it would indeed occur. Youngboy was genuinely thinking about it. According to 6ix9ine, they talked to each other. As they worked out the specifics, it appeared that their cooperation would fail. This would have been a significant bag for Youngboy and a huge part of 6ix9ine's comeback. This is where things get insane though. In the end, Youngboy abruptly withdrew. 6ix9ine claims that Youngboy didn't want to be the first to collaborate with him following the cooperative circumstance. The situations, politics, possible blowback, and street pressure were simply too much. We talked after working together, such as when I gave Kodak $1 million, but I suppose NBA Youngboy and AC could tell you that this act was something we were going to pay for when we performed the Kodak feature. I'm not claiming that Kodak was our backup plan. We had $1 million to film the video with fume vapes and everything underscore. However, I suppose NBA Youngboy didn't want to be the first to jump out the firearm. But hold on, things become even trickier. Briefly, guess who took the initiative after Youngboy pulled out? Tim, lol. The friend of Youngboy, who is well known for the King Von scenario. Yes, that is funny. Tim. For those who are unaware, King Von was purportedly assassinated by Lulu Tim outside that Atlanta hookah lounge in 2020. This guy has a strong connection to Youngboy circle and is not someone you play with. Thus, when he expressed interest in working with 6ix9ine on the $1 million project, it was a significant event. It's likely that 6ix9ine believed he had struck gold. Getting someone from his inner circle would be the greatest option. He couldn't get Youngboy directly. Funny Tim was credible on the street. The King Von incident made him popular, and a partnership would still provide 6ix9ine with the access to Youngboy's world. He saw how Tim ultimately pulled out as well, exactly like with Youngboy. Family, the politics were just too much. For anyone attempting to preserve their street credibility, working with 6ix9ine following the snitching incident constituted career suicide. The possible backlash and loss of respect in the streets were too great to be worth even $1 million. 6ix9ine was undoubtedly upset about the whole thing and frustrated as a result. He wanted to work and had the money, but no one wanted to take the chance of being connected to him. Restback can quickly turn into resentment when that kind of rejection occurs. In the present, 6ix9ine determined he was wary of being polite. He completely strayed from the script during an appearance on Adam Rawl's stream, revealing what he claimed to be the reality regarding the NBA Youngboy predicament with his record company. Gang, this is where things get very hot. 6ix9ine was more than just a shooter. He aimed for the jugular. He asserted that, despite being one of the hottest rappers in the business, Youngboy was essentially a puppet for Atlantic Records, which owned all of his music. This is precisely 6ix9ine's statement. NBI. Youngboy is currently the hottest rapper, Atlantic. They own all of his music. I'm flying right here. If I'm lying, NBI your Youngboy is currently the hottest rapper. All of his music is theirs. The Atlantic. I'm okay if I'm lying. He's also by his side. Youngboy's reputation and business sense were directly targeted by this. Owning your masters and being in charge of your songs are crucial in hip-hop. It is the distinction between an employee and a boss. Therefore, it was essentially branding Youngboy in a fraud. For 6ix9ine to openly assert that he did not own his music. However, 6ix9ine didn't end there. He continued by outlining how the label system operates, how artists become entangled in these agreements, and how they ultimately have to sell their catalogs in order to obtain revenue. Using Youngboy as a perfect example, he was essentially providing a master lesson on how the music industry takes advantage of artists. Additionally, the timing of this was critical. The Youngboy has been real-vocal about his problems with Atlantic Records, and rumors concerning his contract status have persisted. Therefore, 6ix9ine wasn't merely firing shots at random. He was striking where it was most painful. Now, if you are familiar with NBA Youngboy, you are aware that he does not tolerate rudeness. Youngboy had to react to 6ix9ine's assertions regarding the ownership of his music, and he did it in the only manner he knew. How? Through his music. Youngboy released a song in which he tackled 6ix9ine's assertions head-on. The crucial phrase that everyone's nigga, I don't do this underscore with big set of tickets, is the topic of discussion. Underscore, I don't receive my percentage. What are you talking about, nigga? I get my whole percentage, he declared. What are you discussing? Youngboy used this to convey that 6ix9ine was entirely incorrect about his circumstances. He was demonstrating that he is the rightful owner of his songs. 6ix9ine was just talking out of his ass, and he does receive his percentages. However, the answer covered more ground than just the ground that claims to ownership, threats credibility, and correcting the record were all important. Youngboy has put too much effort into creating his kingdom for someone like 6ix9ine and to destroy it with misleading information. Industry insiders claim that Youngboy made contact with members of the media to ensure they were aware of his stance. He wanted it to make obvious that his current contracts are set up to allow him ownership and control over his songs. In contrast to his early days with Atlantic, but, family, let's be honest. There is much more to this beef than just music. Proposals of cooperation or ownership. Two distinct approaches to navigating the rap game are discussed here. The contentious path is represented by 6ix9ine. Stay relevant by doing whatever it takes, even if it involves assisting police enforcement. His entire post-incarceration career has been based on controversy, shock value, and saying whatever will make people talk. Conversely, Youngboy stands for the conventional street code. Be honest. Let your music speak for itself and refuse to assist the police. Itself. Despite his own legal issues, he has never gone beyond what 6ix9ine did. Their fight is fascinating because of this basic difference in how they approach the game. It goes beyond personal animosity. Ideologies regarding what it means to be a true rapper in the modern world are at odds. A significant aspect of both artists is also shown by the $1 million offer scenario. It demonstrated 6ix9ine's desperate attempt to regain his relevance and credibility. For Youngboy, it demonstrated that no quantity of money was worth sacrificing his morals and reputation on the street. Let's now discuss the label scenario that 6ix9ine revealed, which is the elephant in the room. Some of his remarks against the music industry were true, despite the fact that his delivery was clumsy and obviously driven by personal animosity. In actuality, the majority of musicians do sign contracts that significantly benefit the labels, particularly in the early stages of their careers. Like the majority of large companies, Atlantic Records has a history of signing musicians to contracts that grant the label substantial ownership and control over the work. But the circumstances behind Boya are more complicated than portrayed. Even if he may have had bad conditions in the beginning of his career, the terms of his most recent contracts have been very different. His capacity to negotiate better conditions has increased along with his fame and leverage. Youngboy's remarkable production and hard ethics set him apart from many other artists. In addition to releasing hundreds of songs and working on several projects annually, he has amassed a devoted following. He has leverage because of this that other artists do not. Labels must appreciate your position. When you're releasing as much songs as Youngboy and it's all doing well, they can't just control you as an artist. They need to keep you satisfied because you are a money-making machine. That's it. Group. The whole story of NBA Youngboy vs. 6ix9ine. This narrative has it all. From mutual respect in 2018 to public beef and $1 million promises in 2024. Street politics, industry drama, snitching charges, and two of the most controversial individuals in hip-hop tearing at each other's throats. What makes this the reason beef is so intriguing is that it symbolizes more significant themes in hip-hop culture, questions about what it truly means to be successful in the rap world. Street credibility, industry dynamics, and authenticity. Will the animosity between these two ever be resolved? Most likely not. It's unlikely that they will ever agree because of their basic differences in how they approach the game. But that's what makes it interesting. Stuff for us, the fans. What are your thoughts, family? In this case, who is correct? Tell me in the comments section below. For more hip-hop drama breakdowns, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Keep yourself protected, and never forget to be honest while remaining intelligent. Tranquility.